Hello, I'm Wafflestick, and welcome back to my survival server here on 1.11. Pickle has gone to sleep, and I am working on a project that we've been messing around with for a while. And as you can see, we do have a couple of chests here. I'm just kind of working a little bit slowly. I'm not being very productive, which I think I need to go ahead and speed that up a little bit. Which I'm thinking this is probably enough. I probably won't need this many chests, because I don't think we'll need this many slime balls, and I don't believe it will spawn that many slime balls. You have to have a pretty dramatic farm for that to even fill up, so we need to at least have extra storage in here for those if it comes to that. But I will probably implement these chests somewhere else for junk chests in this area. Go ahead and stack these up, and I'm pretty sure I have a bunch of hoppers in my redstone poker box. Yes, I do, fortunately. Let's go ahead and put this away. And I believe we need to go ahead and take, let's see here, we need trap hooks. That's what we need. I think I have trap hooks. Yeah, okay. I was about to say, if I didn't have trap hooks, that's probably not a good thing. I'm going to take about probably the whole bundle here, and we'll convert those to trap chests if we can here. That's what I'm talking about. And we'll place those right in here. Don't have enough, unfortunately. I'll have to probably go fetch some more. Do I have no, I don't have enough. Oof, I'm just like one off, so at least we got pretty close. That's about what the storage is going to look like, so I think that'll be fine. So thankfully, the item transportation system is working. We do have a slime ball here. That's excellent. We do know that a slime has traversed into our system. Let me go ahead and gather that, and then we're going to take a bunch of hoppers and run them along right here. So we've just got to run them like this. And then we need to go back like this, and whenever the chests are filled up, it'll move to the bottom. Actually, they auto-op to the bottom, and they fill on up to the hopper system to the top. So that is excellent. And then we're going to run a water system behind it. I believe I'm just going to do some glass blocks here, because that should be fine. With my design that I'm going to be doing, I'm sure it'll work just fine. Let's go ahead and take these glass blocks back. Pretty close, pretty close. Right there. That should be it in stone. So I need to find my buckets here. Let's go ahead and put a water source block in there. Inventory is incredibly full. So if we do put this here, all of the items will properly run into the hopper system, and it's good to go. Like, this system is operational right now. For the flooring decoration, I believe we're just going to go with our regular stone bricks, and we can work around with that. I want to make this place look a little bit more stony, kind of going in with the window view, as you can see. And I do have a silk touch pickaxe, so this is making it 10 times easier. I'm just going to go ahead and polish this off real quick. So I have noticed that I put a bunch of cyan stained clay in here, which I'm going to be making use of. My famous cyan stained clay. Let's go ahead and take out these blocks, and this is going to be the borderline between the glass and the stonework underneath it. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this here. Let's go ahead and see how it looks. Ooh. I'm thinking a border as a solid color like that looks absolutely awesome. And we need to go ahead and do this side and along with some of the other sides, and then that should be polished off. And I've got the blocks in there finally. I think that's going to be fine because it's more of a neutral color, and it should operate just fine with some of the wall patterns that we're going to be doing. Let me go ahead and get started. I think I'm going to do more of a structure base, doing some chiseled stone, because I have a bunch of stone I need to work with, but we should do something a little bit different with the walls. I've got a really nifty idea if we can do this. Let me go ahead and just kind of ease down here, and I'm going to take all of these vines because I've got something special to do. I think it's going to be really cool. For some odd reason, people don't really think about this, but if you have some vines and then some cobblestone, what we have here, I'm going to go ahead and put my cobblestone in here, and as you can see, you can make moss stone. I know a lot of people don't know that. Oddly enough, I only got 48, so I'll try to make it work. I think it's going to look good in the wall. Ooh, slime ball traveling up. That was cool. And then if he goes over here to one of our chests, this should be our final, or our first slime ball. So it may pop in this chest, possibly, or maybe one of these chests. There it is, 2 of them in there. Sweet, so it is working. Excellent. I just thought I'd go ahead and point that out. And I'm having a little bit of a design dilemma here. So out of curiosity, I'm going to see what this looks like. So we do have this, which looks really lovely. I love that green. Oh, look at that green. It just looks so good in here. It's so appropriate for a slime farm. Ooh, it's popping really good. And I think we need some redstone lamps. Very dangerous place to be. Out here in the nether, I didn't have any more glowstone at my base. So I do have a silk touch pickaxe. This should go pretty smoothly. I'm just going to go ahead and collect these. And I'm going to be on the lookout for gas, because those are my main worry right now. Alright, see you, Mr. Blaze. I don't have time for you right now. We're going to go ahead and head back to our good old base without hitting any lava pits, hopefully. And I'm hoping this is the right way. Yes, it is. Thankfully, let's go ahead and get back over to the slime farm. I'm sure 27 glowstones, more than enough for this project. So let's take a step back and just see our progress so far. Ooh, look at that green. It's so appropriate. It looks kind of like a jungle temple a little bit, which kind of concerns me. But I am going to be changing some of those middle blocks into something just a little bit more interesting. And we do have that glowstone. I need to go ahead and I guess craft up some redstone lanterns. So let's go ahead and get a cracking with that. Get that done, and we should have just enough. I've crafted a little bit more than what I should have, but I was going to plan to put some in my red shulker box. So let's go ahead and remove these blocks, and I believe the design that I want to go for is grabbing some of these, placing these in like so, so it's going to power our redstone lamp. Okay. Let's try something here. No. I don't think I like it. So my design for the rest of this is probably going to be something like this. If you bring it down 1 block, I think it looks a lot better. I don't know. Maybe that wall just doesn't look like it belongs here because of this. Maybe I should just cut out maybe 1 row of chests, because we're not going to be using that many. I think I've finally come up with a design I'm liking so far, because I had to re-edit some of that wall there. It just wasn't looking right. The way this room is built, it's just very awkward. So I need to go up here and I need to grab my chiseled stone. I thought I may have had some. Yeah, there is some there. Let's go ahead and line that along the top here, making it look like it has some support. And possibly, should I put that there? It looks good. Okay, let's go ahead and dig downwards and see what it looks like. Okay, yeah, I can live with that. I think that looks nice. Let's see, we've got still 2 slime balls in there. We've got a bunch of rotten meat, which somewhere in our spawner, or even up there in that tunnel, there is mob spawning, and that's not particularly good. But hey, it is what it is. And we have lit up the area up quite a bit to try to get rid of the cramming, the mob. Ooh, a big old slime going in there. That's definitely a good thing to see. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and drop this tonight, AFK, and see how well the farm does overnight, and then continue the rest of the design tomorrow. It is currently the next day, and this is the second take of this clip because Pickle done something that I don't want to ruin for you guys. I think he may include a video on it, but as you can see, we are completely done with our slime farm AFK area and our storage room. So this is definitely a great improvement. Unfortunately, I did not go and do an AFK session, so we wouldn't have a whole lot of slime over here, but I have been around for quite some time, so we may have some slime balls in here. We have a stack in 46, along with half a stack, and I think there's one in here, half a stack. So we're doing pretty good with the slime farm itself. I've been seeing quite a few slime balls traversing up the item elevator, and I must say, it is looking pretty humble in here. I put a bunch of chests up for decoration, and they should operate well as junk chests as well. If people want to deposit all of their inventory, by all means, feel free to, because I can scavenge through it and find all your good stuff. And I have put wood planks down here. Now, I put this here for the sole purpose of when you walk past this, you will not really notice the stone. But if you look directly down there, you will. So I'm thinking that's kind of looking a little bit better, I'm thinking. The more I look down there, the more I want to just keep going down. But unfortunately, I just don't want to spend the time on it. But if you guys have any suggestions of what I could do to improve the design of the ceiling, I'm thinking it needs improvement because it's kind of bland right now. And I'm thinking maybe personally, maybe doing some chisel block across the sides here. But I think I'm going to work on another project today. So let me know down in the comment section what you think, and I will get right to it if I like it. Pickle's sneaking around here, and he's about to get hit by a zombie. This is going to be the funniest thing. Never mind. Fortunately, I didn't get him. But we do have this cat right here, and I need to give him a name. And this book is titled Sub's Cat's Names, because he needs a name, and you guys have given me some suggestions, so let's check this out. Dr. Morse says Harry. I like it, but I'm leaning more towards something a little bit more genuine. Wall says Garwafield. I don't know exactly what to think about that, honestly, Wall. And then we have Pickle MC's recommendation, Pickle Ilmcat. And I kind of like that. It's kind of a neat little twist, but we have too many pickles on the server for sure. Mr. Whiskers and Mr. Flufflebuns is the two I've really had a hard time deciding between. Those are two really good suggestions, but I think I'm going to go with Theodore's Mr. Flufflebuns. I believe that's his name. I'm sorry, correct me if I'm wrong, Theodore, but I cannot pronounce that full name. I think that may be a blast name as well integrated in that. That's a long username. But I think I'm going to go with Mr. Flufflebuns because that personally is probably my favorite. Let's go ahead and... Ooh, oh, I thought there was a flame there as far as like a flame block. But let's go ahead and name him Mr. Flufflebuns. Yeah, I think that's a really nice name for him. Something pretty appropriate. And let's go ahead and see if we can get him back to where he was. As you can see, Pickle has been working on an idea board here. And it looks like you've done a really good job with this. Holy cow.
Yeah, man, I really wanted to initiate, I guess that's a good word for it, some depth. And also I wanted to add a lot of color pops. And I think it turned out quite nice. We're missing a little sign here, but I think it serves its purpose.
Yeah, I think it does too. It looks really good. You already have some ideas up here. We've got the city district, the community garden, community farming area, and the community horse stables. And we were talking about this a little bit earlier. We've been wanting to do some more community builds, and I'm thinking the horse stables would be a really good one because a lot of people have mentioned barns. And I haven't really messed with barns. I mean, have you ever built a barn in Minecraft?
I haven't, but you know, it's going to be a real fun build. And I really think this is going to be a great idea to expand into a more city-like feel. It'll be really good and add that SMP feel to things.
Yeah, I think that's a really good idea. And I think maybe integrating some of the wheat ideas and some of the color schemes like the yellows would look really good with the green out here because it's just looking really green and brown right now.
Right. Speaking of the hay bales or wheat, I guess, we could use hay bales for the ceiling of the barn, and I think that might look pretty nice.
Oh, yeah, I think so too. But I guess we can get to working on something. Maybe this episode I'll look at the idea board and we'll kind of go from there. So we have decided to build out here in this area, and as you can see, Pickle has been doing some work. He's been kind of laying out the plot and getting it ready. And I think our ideas are we're going to make somewhat of like a ranch theme out here, and this has already been cluttered, so we're not going to be building over there close to that, but we are planning on building in between the barn itself and also the village. So what do you think, Pickle? You think it's going to come out well out here?
Yeah, I believe it's going to come out nice. So my plans for right now is this little horse stable is going to be connected to the side of a barn, which will be over here in this area where me and Wafflestick are standing. And I think it'll come out to be a nice build overall.
Yeah, I think so too. We're just going to work on it a little bit, and I will catch you guys back here in just a minute. After a bit of work, we have finally got our first stable in place. And as you can see, it is absolutely beautiful. Holy cow, Pickle, you've really outdone yourself on this project. Holy, I don't know what to
Well,
say.
it's not just me. Wafflestick put in a lot of work. Don't let him fool you. I'm nowhere as good as he makes me out to be. But yeah, it looks nice. I still think it needs some color breakup, but I still think it came out to be a really nice project. And yeah.
Yeah, I think I mean, wow. I mean, I don't even see the glowstone there hardly. I just now noticed the glowstone, and that's really neat how it's going to pour out some light.
Wow.
Man, okay, I guess we can work on a little bit more. We've got a little bit of patchwork here, but I'm going to have to improve this a bit. Thought I'd use some of that mossy stone that I did collect to make it look a little bit more green, a little bit more vibrant, but I guess we need to go ahead and start working on some of the other segments. So we're thinking that we do have it all finished for this segment, and as you can see, it is looking very lovely. It looks realistic. You have all of the pebbles laying around, thanks to Pickle. And we do have some of this log work with something holding it down. It's kind of a common method according to Pickle. I mean, do a lot of people do this, I believe?
Yeah, I've seen this a lot of places, but it's always a nice touch to add to your world, so I'd suggest doing it.
Yeah, I think it's really nice because it fills in quite a bit of space, but looks natural at the same time. Yeah, I mean, it looks really good there. You know,
Yeah.
and we just kind of added in a little bit of clutter, you know, something you would find in like a common farm area. And I'm sure we would know this because we live in southern states, so
Yep.
we're pretty familiar with how it is and how it operates. But it's looking good. I think it looks
no
really
doubt.
nice so far. Yeah, we'll just work.
think
We'll
it looks
continue
great.
working on it. Yeah, and hopefully it'll all come together. I'm thinking it will, especially when we fill in these spaces because it's looking a little bit empty over here. But this wheat farm is truly filling up this area, and
Yeah,
it's
it's gonna be great.
all kinds of good colors in here. I'm loving it. It looks great, and Spit's in there. If you haven't noticed, Spit. He just looks at me as soon as I say that. Hello, Spit.
Here's some food. A
He's-
wooden button.
He's so cute.
We tied him up because we don't trust him.
Yeah,
He
he
might run away.
may go on a rampage or something.
Right.
Yeah,
He
eat
will,
everything.
mama.
Spit on everything.
No doubt.
So, we did get a bunch done today, and fortunately, the slime farm has been fully decorated, and we now have some progress on this horse stable business. But I think that's going to be about it for this episode. Make sure to watch next episode, and also, if you would please do, drop some comments down below, giving us some suggestions for some implementations for this horse stables. Now, would you like to say your outro, Pickle?
Yeah, sure. It's me, guys, Pickle MC, and I'm signing out.
Alright guys, you have a fantastic day, and we'll see you in the next episode.